Hello everyone, this is Samruddhi, and in this video we are going to see interdependence between organisms, that is predation, competition and symbiosis. So let's see. Students, now organisms in an ecosystem, okay. Organisms in an ecosystem, they cannot live independently. They are dependent on one or the other. They depend on other organisms for what? For food, for shelter, to help to reproduce. They are never independent. This point you have to know. Now, organisms interact with each other, members of their own species as well as the members of other species. Predation, competition, and symbiosis are the three ways in which organisms interact and depend on each other. Predation. Predation is a relationship between two organisms where one organism captures and eats the other. That is nothing but predation. Now, the organism which is eaten, we call it as prey, and the one which feeds on the prey is called as predator. Example, a wolf eats a rabbit. Now, the wolf is a predator and a rabbit is a prey. So, the relationship between wolf and a rabbit is what? Predation. Very correct. Now, competition. Competition is a relationship in which both organisms compete with each other for food, light, space, etc. is known as competition. Competition could be among the organisms of same species or between organisms of different species. It is generally seen when resources are limited. So in that case, competition happens. For example, lions and cheetah may compete for the same prey. Plants may grow taller than other plants to receive more sunlight, isn't it? And that is nothing but we say to it as competition. Symbiosis. The word symbiosis means living together. Understand the concept. The word symbiosis means living together. Now, a symbiotic relationship is seen between two organisms that live in close physical association with each other. Symbiotic relationships are of three types: mutualism, commensalism, parasitism. Mutualism. Now, in mutualism, an interaction is there between two organisms in which both the organisms are benefited. Both the organisms are benefited, and that is nothing but mutualism. Now, for example, flowers and bees share a mutualistic relationship. Now, the bees obtain nectar from the flowers, and in turn they help in pollination. Okay. Bacteria living in stomach and of many herbivores such as cows and sheep help in digestion process by breaking down the plant material. And the bacteria gets what? Shelter and nutrition from the animal. Commensalism means what? The word saying common. An interaction between two organisms in which one is benefited and other is neither harm nor benefit. It's nothing but commensalism. Now, orchids or ferns that grow on taller trees are commensals. Birds and mammals that live in trees show commensalism. Orchids, ferns, birds, and mammals get shelter and support from the trees. The trees are neither benefited nor harmed. Another example here is nothing but cattle egret. Cattle egret is a type of heron. It's an animal. So cattle egret is a type of heron that follows livestock herds. When livestock moves through grass, insects are stirred up. The cattle egret benefits because it eats insects which are there in the grasses. Okay, or indirectly it gets sometimes insects. Okay. Now, parasitism. Parasitism is the interaction between two organisms in which one is benefited, other is harmed. Organism that is benefited is known as parasite, and the organism that is harmed is known as host. The parasite live on or inside the body of the host and obtain food and nutrition from them. Parasites which live on the body of the host are called as ectoparasites, and the parasites which live within the body is called as endoparasites. Fleas and mosquitoes that feed on the blood of humans and other animals are ectoparasites. Tapeworms that live in stomach and inside intestines of animals are endoparasites. The cascata or dodder plant grows on host plant. Okay, so they have special roots called hostoria that suck nutrition from the host, and in this process, who is harmed? The host is harmed. In this way, students, we have seen the interdependence between organisms. Okay, in which we have seen predation, competition, symbiosis. In symbiosis, it is again classified into three types: mutualism, commensalism, and parasitism. Okay, so this was all about our chapter, and I would just say to you that next point here I will discuss to you interaction between biotic and abiotic components. Okay, that point I will discuss, and last, why there is a need to save our ecosystem, that I will discuss. And in this way the point or the important points get solved. Okay, gets completed. And then also and I have not made the recording of food chain, food web, and ecological pyramids, but if you insist, if you want it, so I will surely make it. If you type in the means comment box that yes, we want the recording of food chain, food web, and ecological pyramid, so with a very great detail I'll explain you, and I'm sure that I'll explain you very nicely and you'll understand it. So if you want it, write in the comment box, okay, that yes, we want it. So I'll immediately after means some time I'll post it. Okay, now students, interaction between biotic and abiotic components in an ecosystem, that we will see. A typical ecosystem, it is made up of biotic components. Biotic components mean herbivores, carnivores, omnivores, scavengers, decomposers. Abiotic components means what? In abiotic components, air, water, soil, then sunlight, temperature, humidity, wind comes. Now there is an interdependent between these two things and are linked together by nutrient cycles and energy flows within food chains and a ecosystem. Now we will see a very interesting fact I would like to tell to you, that ecologists, they use many forms of high-tech science in order to study ecosystem. They may fit an animal with radio collar so that their movement can be tracked. Special cameras see in the dark and show how night hunters catch their prey. Radars used to detect planes can also follow flocks of birds. The sonar, echo sounding equipment of boats, can track shoals of fish or whales. Now, why there is a need to save our ecosystem? Now, the answer very well know you all know it very well. The answer has been known by yes, students. The answer of this is very well known by you all. Okay, so what is the answer? Very simple thing. Give by yourself whatever you think about the how to save our ecosystem and all the things. So what precautions which you take and everything you know very well. Come on, think. Yes, you're right. Now, human activities means which are there, it gives a change in our ecosystem. Like deforestation is there, so it is making an adverse effect on the earth. Now, climate change is there. Then increasing number of diseases are there. Then food and water scarcity is there, and even that are sometimes what is happening, the food and water are not that clean, not that proper, so that man is facing problems. Okay, harmful effects are happening because of it. Okay, now earth is continuously recycling the essential nutrients that support life, but all the plants and animals also play an important role in this recycling process. But if there is an imbalance in the food chain, it will obviously affect the recycling of nutrient. So this imbalance is made by whom? We humans. That should be prevented. Our ecosystem have to be preserved and safe for our future generation. This is a very important point. Now it is necessary for each one of us to protect our natural resources. Now what are the natural resources? Water bodies, soil, forest, wildlife. Now we must work towards reducing the use of scarce resources, bringing down pollution and preserving nature in all its glory. So, in this way, we should save our ecosystem. Now, students, I'll stop teaching, and obviously the chapter is also means chapter was what we were at the end of the chapter, and that's two we have completed. Okay, so thank you all of you. If you have any query, so type in the comment section, and if you want the recording of food chain, food web, and ecological pyramid, so type in the comment box. I will surely post it. Thank you, all of you.